we want to form a new team in a new country, then all we have to do is contact someone there using the internet, and suddenly they're a member of the node.
From this online collective seems to come a real communion. People from all over gather in groups to investigate UFOs with safety in numbers against ridicule and disinformation.
What we found in the past is we had a lot of anecdotal stories, but we didn't have a whole lot of data. With the advent of computers, personal computers, and the internet, we've been able to collect the data and analyze it through some 200 plus data points to allow us to be able to compare cases and to see exactly what's happening and what the trends are.
Nick Pope is our guest. He made this information public. He's also the former head of the Ministry of Defense's UFO project, so if anybody knows, we think it's you, Nick.
The Ministry of Defense is in the process of declassifying and releasing its entire archive of UFO files going back decades.
It's interesting and worth pointing out that while the British government is releasing their files and their documents, President Obama, who promised to do the same during the campaign, he still has not.
15 years.
15 years this spring.
Oh my God.
But I figured that, after the disclosure project, we'd get this information out and we could go on with life.
How do we keep battering the ram at this door? Where do we find the strength to keep going forward? When you think that you're the only person that has the knowledge, you become marginalized. Steve was instrumental in bringing together a large group who had been involved in this subject and who for the first time realized that they were not alone in trying to come forward on the subject.
Governments, we've discovered, have not gone far enough, so we've decided that as people using the CE5 protocols, form our own movement and do what governments have not been doing. We think of this as the People's Disclosure Movement.
And so we feel it's important to create an effort that's a global effort, which this has become.
My name is Mark Benz, and this is Rex, and we're in Bodega, California, and we're doing CE5.
My name is Jeff Bird, and here in Winchester, Virginia, USA, we are doing CE5.
My name is Peggy Brewster, and here in Middleton, United States of America, we are doing CE5.
We have 1,150 teams of CE5 ambassadors, which are spread over 52 countries.
My name is Andre, and here in Sweden, we are doing CE5.
Wir machen zusammen CE5 in Deutschland.
Here in Burlington, Ontario,
Brisbane, Australia,
Winchester, Virginia,
and Hamilton, Ohio.
We are doing CE5.
Muy me Daniel Tunoslansky.
Es Leo Ortiz.
And here in Vancouver, British Columbia,
Faisons du CE5.
CE5.
The CE5 context más.
CE5.
CE5.
CE5. We're doing CE5. And the reason I think that's so important is that it not only builds the knowledge base, but it also further potentiates this concept of pioneering a new pattern of peaceful contact. And that is something that no other group, large group on Earth is doing. Certainly isn't being done by the State Department and the Senate Foreign Relations Committee.
It seems to be it only takes one person to make contact. But hundreds of voices worldwide is a call that can't be missed. And likewise with innovation, the more heads in the game, the more likely we are to find a solution.